Princess Jen. Welcome to Princess Jen channel. Subscribe, like, share,
Your
comment.
brother was trapped. You said that you love your brother and always will love your brother. You didn't tell me what the relationship is now, though.
The relationship is space at the moment. And, time heals all things, hopefully.
Can Harry ever return home? Can he ever go back home?
Well, I think the big question everyone is going to be asking themselves once they've sat down and absorbed all of this is there any coming back from this? Harry has made it very clear that he hopes that these family rifts can be repaired. Judging from the reaction, from what he said, from the huge repercussions that this interview has had, any healing is going to take a very long time. And I think what feels so sad is that he was just getting family relations back on track. He wasn't speaking to his brother for a long time. They were back in touch. William is devastated by this interview. Don't forget, the Duchess of Cambridge has been dragged into this whole saga. William will hate that. And of course, relationship between father and son is now at an all-time low.
How is Kate handling it, and the revelation that it was not Kate who cried, but it was Meghan who cried?
I've heard more than one version of the story about the dress fitting. I have heard that it was Kate that was in tears. This is the first time I think that we've all heard that Meghan was in tears. I think what we can be sure of is that tensions were running high. Kate had just given birth. She did take flowers to Meghan. I had been told that flowers had been exchanged, but there are different versions of this story. I don't believe for a second that we're going to hear the palace clarify the situation or put Kate's side to the story across. I think that's something that they're going to be far less concerned about. But I think the idea that Kate's being dragged into this will be upsetting for Kate, who behind the scenes has tried very hard to be a peacemaker between William and Harry. She's been deeply saddened by the brothers falling out. And don't forget, she was incredibly close to Harry herself.
What is her relationship going to be like now going forward with Harry? Does that mean she is cut off from Harry? And do you think that Meghan and Kate will ever have any kind of relationship, especially after this revelation?
Well, it's hard to know what sort of a relationship this foursome, who, let's not forget, were once called the Fab Four, are going to have in the future. I mean, yes, Harry said time is a healer, and it is, but I think there are so many raw emotions here that it's far too early to be talking about any kind of family reunion.
Kate had to deal with the whole "Wait, Kate," and she's been in the press before, taking hits.
Yeah.
But how will this kind of hit affect someone like Kate?
Well, Kate is very private. You don't hear stories of spats and rows and Kate falling out with her friends. It's just not what she does. I would imagine, and this is only speculation, I would imagine she's probably very upset that it has come to this, and that this has been dragged into the whole story.
Meghan revealed that they were living off of money that Diana had left him, and then Harry confirmed that.
It shouldn't really come as a surprise that when the couple announced that they were standing down and essentially giving up royal duties, that the money was going to stop. Of course it was going to stop. They wanted to have their freedom. They wanted to carve independent careers. Well, that was what they needed to do. They were then financially independent. I mean, there were stories at the time that Charles was actually supporting them. Harry and Meghan say that wasn't the case, that they were forced to finance their own lives. Well, okay. Prince Harry is worth millions of pounds. Perhaps he had to dip into some of that estate. Meghan is also very wealthy in her own right. I don't think people can start feeling too sorry for them about the fact that they had to dip into their own savings accounts. And of course, they were very successful in securing some very lucrative deals with Netflix, with Spotify, and they've now put themselves in the position where they never have to worry about money for the rest of their lives.